do you have sometimes do you have private lives? You and me, around here, left or right?
The thing is, me say the my can say intentional timetable. And when I say being in this industry, you must have a balanced life. And yes, I did. Juma did. But and our nature of our jobs takes us away from home. In TS and I say fearful. You just put them. Backbench beside. So Nehemiah say, like I know say your timetable. Apart from my fee, my son, we have to bond.
Okay.
In Coladia. To say there, so many things can distract them. Even cartoons, near my ideas, so you have to make sure say that contact is still there, that bond is still being built. Once in a while, at least in every 2 months, we take time off. EBI, Ako, Ibri, and Eastern region, out of town, change of environment, reflecting on agendas, and what we have to do in the course of the year. It's healthy, It also reminds you, say, look, this is your first responsibility, so that Ejuma will not take you away from them. So I strictly know I obey this timetable, and yes, I did. Once and now life now imbalance.
So on second scripter, then I'm looking for is it the storyline, is it the director, is it the other characters moving now or consider before you say yes, and before negotiations.
So my first thing in the story, first in this story is this story relevant? Story and stories can talk about a lot of things. Once that is okay for me, then I look at who am I going to work with, because sometimes it's important to also know who the crew who are coming on board, because sometimes you may have a good story now one year the kind of personnel story they may kill the dream. It's important to know. But then it's not just about mark already in the industry. Look, I've worked with some young guys. All that they took was say they were passionate about what who say a story and they needed to tell it, and that did it for me. Some of the movies are Maya and Krana to say be Akiteke may win AMVC award. That was like the movie that was my least paid movie. But I believed in the content and I believed in the passion of this director. Say there's a young dude who was also coming. Sometime I one afternoon continuous assessment work being who say the guy has something. So I'll support him when he comes out. And indeed, even though I didn't have the pay because he didn't have capital, he was just starting. At least he added value to, and it took me places where other movies may not have taken me. So first of all, the content, the personnel around it, then we'll talk of the fees. But to say it's not, once the content is okay, Links takes over, because
so now Links negotiates on your behalf.
That's everything for me.
Who rate card O'Hara?
Everything is there. Everything.
Okay, so James Abuaje is back. Motak now say a Ministry of Tourism.
Ministry of Tourism
and Culture.
Arts and Culture, right.
Okay.
Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
Money in Temu. Now one for future. I'm seriously, your colleagues, most of them, so the matured ones, their financials.
It's just terrible. And you cry. These are people we've looked up to. People have inspired us to come here, and when you look at the
conditioner,
it's sad.
The aspect last week, Mene Abrobe, we were discussing this about the roles of matured characters, younger ones.
I don't get it. And these people are still very good.
Yes,
they have it. They have all the things. Fred Amogi, Grace Omabomo, they still have it. So I don't know why would cast young people. Also your makeup too is not up to that level, you're making somebody, so that we believe it, So we need to change that, and find a way of also sustaining these people in their own life, so that at least they can have some income coming. And also the other aspect, royalties and so on. I don't think that area has been handled well.
ASOC. Are you a member of ASOC?
Am I a member? I'm a member of the Actors Guild, but I don't think I'm a member of ASOC.
So ASOC, royalties, audiovisual.
Yeah. Now, I think that it has to be something so that it's people know about it. Dito. How do I get royalties from? Now, I think there was a time say one producer, Kafu Denku, can say, form Biaba out. You are supposed to list the number of films, and then you get she got some money out of it. These are things that we don't know. People don't know. Things are not straightforward. Now, we are somebody is benefiting who should not be benefiting. So I think that we need to educate the whole industry about some of these things, so that especially our old folks all this while they should be benefiting in a way, so that people they at least they can survive kakra. But it's not helping us.
Is it a because for a younger person now make up no older person now we money 2 cities right. How much are you giving? You are preventing that.
I mean, I don't think that is sikasem, because some of these young people too, because the social media, they understand it too. They come in with hard, because the Charlie major way. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. But our old folks, they are not. Most of them are not even on social media. They don't know what is happening. They don't even know. So they won't. But even if they are calling for some amount, these are people who have walked the path for us to follow. So they even deserve whatever it is. Let their ending be happy, so that at least they know that, look, if we didn't do anything at all, we've set something, and then we can reap the benefits. So I think that we should turn the lens to their direction. Now, we help sustain them, kakra. They still have what it takes to make our movies, great, and therefore we shouldn't just focus on the social media people who can take us to places, but these people can bring the real art and the skill, because these are they didn't have any distraction with social media. They really were trained, and they have what it takes to really add to stories that we tell every now and then.